retrograde cricopharyngeus syndrome. That is what they think that David has. It's a mouthful. It's no burping syndrome, which means that you are unable to burp. So we had been noticing some behaviors with David. He had been getting up in the middle of the night and making himself throw up, literally like sticking his fingers down his throat and making himself throw up. He always looked like he was struggling to hold down vomit, like the swallowing thing that he does. You've seen it in some of his videos where he does it, and we were worried. I thought that he had like an ulcer or this really bad heartburn or reflux or something, so we took him to the doctor for that, and the tests for the ulcers and H. pylori, they all came back negative, so we didn't know what the hell was going on. And I just honestly sat there and thought, I was like, have I ever seen David burp? Like maybe he's having problems with gas and he just can't burp. And it turns out that's a thing. And I did not know that. Now, until we go to the ENT and we get his official diagnosis, there are only like a handful of things that I can really do to help him at home. One of them is to monitor his diet and make sure that he doesn't eat any of the things that can, like to aggravate his stomach. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm kind of scared at some of the things that they use to treat this, because like one of them is it's a Botox injection, and we're always afraid of what we're putting into David's body ever since he had that scare a few years ago where he developed Stevens-Johnson syndrome from the medication he took. And it turns out like after you get Stevens-Johnson syndrome, you can get it for anything afterwards. Like any kind of medication can cause it. Taking an ibuprofen can cause you to have a flare-up of that again, and that is terrifying to us. So putting botulism in my child's body just does not sit right with me. So we're going to see what other options there are available to him to help him with this. And it just sucks that there's just another thing that he has to deal with on top of everything else. And it also pisses me off that it took so long for me to figure this out. And most of that is because, David really can't communicate with me and tell me exactly what it is that is wrong with him. So, yeah. That's what's going on over here. So like I said in the video before, if you want to send him some snacks or whatever, the link is in our bio. And I've set it to where you can even add things that aren't on the list to the list and send them to him. So if there's something that you want him to try or you think that maybe would help, feel free to do that. We're just going through it over here, as I'm sure lots of other people are going through it right now too. So pray for us, guys.